Hey guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play and a brand new channel. If you're curious what my face looks like, I do have another channel, and I will link it down below. I do beauty stuff over there and a lot of music stuff as well. So if you want to see that, that's in the description. So this is going to be my new gameplay channel, and I'm thinking that I want to have more than just Sims. I really wanted to start out with a Sims Let's Play because that's what I've been playing a lot of recently in my free time anyway, so I figured why not. I'm just going to go through some of her outfits here with you while I'm kind of explaining the story and talking to you guys. So her name is Jade Emerson, obviously. I gave her 5 different outfits for each category because I wanted it to be interesting. I wanted her to have some variety. But this is our main girl. This is the girl we're going to be following in this Let's Play. Obviously, there will be other characters, like her boyfriend down here, which you will get to in a minute. But this is our main girl, and she is an aspiring actress. Also, I'm sorry if you hear a bunch of background noise, but my microphone is not the best. I'm literally using my phone, like voice memos, to record this, and my headphone mic, so it's very low quality over here. I'm sorry, but some of us don't have that budget, so I'm sorry. If there's anything that you think needs to be changed, let me know and I will do my best. I'm probably going to film a couple of these episodes before I upload them, so if there are any suggestions or anything, then I might be a little bit late to the punch, but I will do my best. So anyway, Jade is, I'm showing you her formal right now, which is very fancy because I figured if you're going to be an aspiring actress, you probably want to put your best face forward, or whatever the saying is, for going out to fancy events and stuff like that. But anyway, she wants to be a world famous celebrity, and basically her background, she came from an abusive home. Her father was abusive, so I guess there will be a trigger warning on this series for abuse. Obviously it's a Sim, so it's not going to get too crazy. I don't have any mods installed, so there's not like the violent mod or anything like that, so it's not gonna get too crazy. It's only gonna get as crazy as the Sims can get, and I guess our imaginations. There will be themes of domestic abuse, emotional abuse, I guess, as well as substance abuse. So it's gonna get a little bit crazy. I like dramatic storylines, so I hope that you guys like that too. If any of that stuff bothers you, then maybe don't watch this, or just at least be aware that it is in here. But again, it's The Sims, so it's not going to get like too crazy. You're not gonna see her like get a black eye or anything like that. Like, it's not going to be super bad, but it's going to be a theme in the Let's Play, so be aware of that. But anyway, she comes from an abusive home, and she escaped out of that home with her boyfriend, who is over here, and we'll talk about him in a minute. But he is Caleb Elkins, and they both moved to the big city. We're going to be playing in San Myshuno for right now, because I really like San Myshuno. I like cities, and I really wanted to play around with the apartments and stuff because I haven't a whole lot. So I know, like, with her aspiring actress, whatever, it would make more sense to be in Del Sol Valley, and maybe we'll have them move there or something later. But thinking for right now, we can go with the storyline that maybe he got a job in the big city and she wanted to get away from her past, and so she is traveling with him. And I mean, in real life, if you're going to be in like New York City or another big city, there's probably going to be acting gigs there. So obviously in the game, I think you have to go to Del Sol Valley to get acting gigs, or to go to the gigs. I'm not really sure. I've never played the actor part of Get Famous, so we will see what that's all like. But for now, I really wanted to play in San Myshuno, and honestly, Del Sol Valley is a little disappointing, I guess, especially for like when you're starting out. I just feel like there's not a lot of lots and stuff, so it wasn't as fun for me. So I thought that this would be more fun, and I'll be showing you their apartment and stuff in a minute, but first I wanted to show you all of their outfits. I don't know if I like glanced over this one too quickly, but I feel like the athletic wear isn't as interesting. She's got the gloomy trait because in my head, at least in the storyline, we're going to say that she has depression and from her bad childhood and everything. And so she is materialistic to try and, fill that void of her emptiness and sadness, and then self-absorbed because she's constantly looking for validation from others, which is why she wants to be a world famous celebrity and why I didn't give her the actor aspiration instead, because I know she does want to be an actress, but it's more so about that validation and not feeling so lonely, because she is kind of alone in this big city besides her boyfriend, so she feels very reliant on him. This is a little bit of like a sexier sleepwear or whatever, and this one as well. But she has very different options. As you could see in her day-to-day wear, she's very comfy, casual, and then obviously she gets more dressed up when she is at events like parties or formal events. So that's kind of where I went as far as designing, not designing, but picking out her outfits and stuff. But I just think she's such a pretty sim, and I don't know. I know I made her, so that's kind of humble brag, but I really do like her a lot. And I think she has a very typical Hollywood actress kind of a look. I really wanted to make her an aspiring model, but that's not an option in The Sims 4, unfortunately. So I hope that in maybe in a future pack or something, they'll add that in. I think that would be really cool. But I don't know how many other people would like that, so we'll see. But obviously, like I said, there will be themes of domestic abuse and emotional abuse. And so I'm sure, you guys can guess that there are going to be a few problems in her relationship. Right now, they're really happy. They just moved to the big city. And I imagine that not too much, they haven't had too many fights yet. They're pretty new. So they're doing all right now, but things are going to turn a little more sinister. So that's it for her. I didn't give him as many outfits. I will show you him real quick. His name is Caleb Elkins, and they're both young adults, I think, in the game, and I don't know how to change this, so comment below if you do know how to change how old they are, I guess. Not adult or young adult, but how long into their adulthood they are, if that makes sense. The little bar that shows up, but if you know how to change that little bar that says how close they are to aging up, so I could make him older, that would be great, because I wanted him to be around maybe 25, and she's gonna be 18, 19, very young adult, right out of high school, chasing her dreams. She wanted to get out of her house as soon as possible. So he has the serial romantic aspiration, which obviously does not bode well for their relationship. He wants to date a bunch of people. He is a little bit of a player, I guess you could say. And so I made him romantic because he is very alluring, as this says. He's very charming, and so that's kind of why she fell for him. But then he also is hot-headed and mean. So he is basically the outline for an abuser. He's very charming and very sweet a lot of the time, but then there are times when he goes off, and I don't know if you can actually make them hit each other in The Sims, but I do know that you can insult them and stuff. So that's kind of what I was thinking. He's not going to be the nicest guy. He's a little bit controlling of her in some aspects, and obviously maybe a little bit of a cheater. We'll see where the storyline goes, but I just wanted to show you his outfits and stuff. And he is the moneymaker between the two right now. She is currently unemployed, but we're going to get her into acting very, very soon. But he is very high up in his company. He's a businessman. He's making the money for them right now. So that is them, and I'm going to show you their apartment in just a second. Okay, so this is the view straight out of the elevator. Actually, I think I'm kind of in the elevator right now, my bad. Straight out of the elevator, as you can see, this is the elevator. I'm not very good at this whole like tab viewing stuff, so I apologize for that. I'm very new to the whole Let's Play thing, so I'm sorry. But when you go through the front doors, this is the kitchen, and I will say the kitchen is much, much tamer than the rest of the house. Like, it's a lot less colorful. So my idea was that she is very, like, easygoing. You can see the rest of the house here, but she is the one who decorated most of the house. She's very easygoing, very spontaneous, and he is very calculated and I guess more strategic. So I would imagine that they probably like moved in and the kitchen was pretty much already there. So, but maybe some of the, I guess, more boring or tame pieces are what he picked out, but I feel like he just didn't have time to really go interior decorating, so we kind of let her roll with it, and I think secretly he really doesn't like it, but he just kind of lives with it for right now. Then you can go through here, and there's a sunroom, which is really cool. This is one of the penthouses in San Myshuno, and I just kind of renovated it a little bit, not very much. I changed the roof. I didn't change anything else about the layout, but I did do all the furnishings. I bought it unfurnished, so I don't know how it originally was. But out here we have a little bit of a gardening section, in case they want to grow like their own vegetables and stuff. We have a little seating area. There's a little box of junk because they don't really have a ton of storage space, so they kind of have things laying about, which again, I feel like Caleb would not be so happy about. And then you come out here to their balcony overlooking the rest of San Myshuno, and it's very pretty. Over here we have some paint supplies left out. I feel like she would be very creative, obviously. And then we have this little basketball net thingy. Obviously not very into sports. And you come around the corner and there's this little game table, and I mean that's about it for this balcony part. So then we can go through, and obviously there's this little coat rack thing and some other stuff over here for when you're about to leave. You want to make sure that you look good and everything. So then there's these big curtains that kind of divide the room because it is a studio apartment. So if they wanted to like block off this part for whatever reason, or if they wanted to open it up more, we're going to pretend that they can. Obviously, they can't really in The Sims, but we're going to pretend that they can. So you can come around this way, or you can go around the other way, but we're going to go through here. So then we have the like living room set up, and it's very like boho vibes, I guess. And over there is a little music corner because again, she's very creative and she likes playing around with different stuff. And obviously you can see the suitcase still out with all the books on top because they don't really have a place to put all of that stuff. And I'm sorry if this is making anybody like dizzy or sick. I'm really bad at controlling this. But this is the little like living room area, I guess. And again, very boho, very like eclectic, I guess, as well. And then you come over here. Obviously, our girl is over there. We have this little bubble blower, which I like to pretend is a hookah because it legit looks almost exactly like just an oversized hookah. And obviously, this is her idea. I feel like you can imagine, I mean, most hookahs are some type of flavored tobacco, but I think you can put like weed in a hookah. I don't know. I might be wrong about that because I'm not into that kind of stuff. But for this Let's Play, we're going to pretend that this is weed in this. This is, she likes the marijuana, so we're gonna put that in because I feel like she would be very like natural vibes and I don't know, very like hippie, I guess. And then over here is this little office type area. And again, I feel like Caleb would be kind of annoyed that he doesn't have like a more closed off office space, but I feel like maybe they needed a house really quickly to get into the city for Caleb to have his new job, so they just kind of moved into this place, and he wasn't too excited about it, but he just kind of had to. Over here, we obviously have a little chess table. I feel like that would be more Caleb's speed. And then over here is the dresser and everything, and obviously you can see that they really like candles. I feel like that's also a very like hippie-ish thing. We have these little like fairy lights, but obviously they have like flip-flops and stuff, and again, very like Jade-like, but not Caleb. And then we have this beautiful painting and this little mirror by their bed, and I love this little lamp thing. I've never used it before, but I really like it, and I thought it worked perfectly for this. And then the one room that they have closed off is obviously the bathroom. So you walk in, I'm sorry, it's blurry for some reason. You walk in and there's the tub right here. This is kind of hard to do in this view because it is kind of tight, I guess. And then you have the shower and a little laundry basket. I don't have laundry day, so we don't have actual laundry, but we'll just pretend that there's like a little laundromat thing at the bottom of the apartment, because that's how most apartments are, I think. And then I really like the way that this is kind of laid out, because you have this little part that sticks out is actually the elevator. And then over here is where I put the toilet, so it's kind of separate, so like one of them could use the toilet while the other one is in the shower or something. And I don't know, I feel like it was kind of a good setup for that. Oh, I forgot one of the most important parts, one of my favorite parts. So I almost forgot, but the last part, which is my personal favorite, is the patio. So you walk out and there's a grill, and then over here you have a little bar with some fairy lights on it. And then over here, more candles, of course, and a little outdoor seating area. And then you look up and there's all these little fairy lights, and it's so cute. I really like this view from like the top. I feel like it just looks really nice. So anyway, that is the basic view, and you can see like I changed the roof on this, but it is the penthouse in the Arts District. So yeah, all I changed was the roof basically, and then the decor and everything. So I really hope you guys enjoy this Let's Play. This was kind of just an introductory episode. We will be back very, very soon. I'm going to keep recording, and we're going to get her into the acting career and stuff and get all of that started. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will have the next episode up very soon, because I know this is kind of like a sucky place to leave off. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!